G'day everybody. Today I'm going to show you some cow hides that I have tanned. As you probably know or guessed, that we have our Highland cattle processed on our farm, and I can tell you that I've really enjoyed eating Highland steaks. It's really something different, really lovely flavour. In fact it's the only meat apparently that Queen Elizabeth used to eat, or at least was a big favourite of hers, because she had her own fold up in Scotland. But after quite a number of hides being done and just abandoning the hides, I thought that's a waste. It's a great resource. So I rekindled a hobby that I had when I was a teenager, when I used to go hunting, and I used to tan fox skins and rabbit skins, and sometimes kangaroo. But I decided that to have a go at tanning cow hides. Now cow hides are pretty big, they're pretty heavy. You need a big machine. I need my tractor to be able to lift them, to move them around when you're at the initial stage, when they've still got all the fat and everything on them. Anyway, I'll show you the first. Well, I've got two purebred Highland hides to show you, and then a one off a dairy cow, and then a piece of leather that I did. So I'll just turn the camera around and show you the first one. This one here is one that I've trimmed, and it was in the foyer of our home. We have a lovely old home, and I had this on the floor of the foyer. I brought it out into the shed to show you. One of the things that I've learnt from doing these hides is that it's harder to get a thick hide like a Highland hide soft, because that's I think where the suppleness comes from the lack of suppleness comes from having a really thick hide. Because I compared a Highland hide to say a meat breed cow, and a Highland hide I'd say it's probably about 1/3 thicker, and that's why they're such a hardy cow. I'll just show you how luxurious the hair is. Like, that's just really long. It's just beautiful long hair, flowing hair. It's just gorgeous. And this hide and the next one I'll show you were both slaughtered in the winter time, so they're possibly a bit heavier than what they might be. And as I said, this one I trimmed up, got rid of some of the ugly bits. The next one I'll show you is also a purebred Highland, and it was done during the winter as well, but I haven't trimmed this one, and I'm not so sure that I'm going to. Depends on what I'm going to do with it first. It too is, as you can see, lovely long hair, just beautiful to look at, beautiful to walk on. And if you had a big enough wall to hang it on, it'd make a great wall hanging. Otherwise I might have to make myself a teepee. The next one I'll show you is a dairy cow that I got from our local abattoir. This is the first one that I did, and I asked them to keep one aside for me, which they did, and I think they might have picked the biggest one they had, because it was massive. And I'll just show you that this one here really is quite soft, and the softness comes from the well, you can't tell from that I suppose, but the softness comes from, it's just nowhere near as thick as Highland hide is. And the last piece I'll show you is this piece. I'll just move it over here, and that's a piece that off a crossbred Highland hide cow, and I put this in a lime solution to get rid of all the hair. So that's what I call it, a piece of leather. And I'm either going to make some moccasins out of this, and I might have enough to make also a leather apron to wear here in the shed. And this is, you might say it's a part of homesteading, although for me, despite all the work I've got here to do, it's also really just a bit of a hobby. It's just something that's just too much, that's a great resource, and I think it's just a shame to waste it. I have a friend who made up a stretching rack for me out of steel, and that's a fantastic job, or fantastic thing, and I'm looking forward to using that in the future. So that's what I have for you today. And the other thing I'd like to find out is that I've seen from the statistics of this channel that there's about 23% of my viewers live in the United States, and I'd love to know where you live and where you come from. That'd be great. So if you just let me know where you're from, that I just find that interesting and fun. I live on a pretty small, isolated joint, being King Island, and it's nice to have a window into the rest of the world. So let me know where you live, and I'd love to be able to share as much as I can about being a homesteader. Just for example, just before I go, I'll just show you the tractor that I use. This is my Coyote tractor. It's got about a 60 horsepower motor on it, and it's just the most fantastic thing. Nice, it's relatively small, they call it a compact tractor, and I use it for firewood, and that's what I use to lift up the hides. You might see just behind it is the rack that my friend made to hang the hides up on. That's about, I don't know, maybe 2 metres tall, 2 metre by 2 metres, with little hooks on it, and I just string the hides up on that to stretch them. Anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know where you live. See you next time.